You came over here, obviously, not the exact thrill of victory, I would imagine, going through your mind. You didn't seem totally over the moon. How are you feeling right now about the way that one ended?
I think it sucks, obviously. It's not a decisive, stop a guy with I mean, I guess it is. I checked the kick, and I think that's what broke his leg. It probably, fractured it, and then the pivot when he threw that cross, finished breaking it. I'm not sure, and I don't really care. I'm just happy I can get a win tonight. Happy I'm going home to my family safe. Earlier this week, he was saying he's going to murder me, and I was going to not make it home and stuff like that, and that's what really upset me this week. Even when he was sitting there on the ground with his busted leg, he was looking at me going like, I'm going to kill you. Like, bro, what is wrong with you, bro? This is a sport. This is a fight. We can dislike each other, but you don't say like that. He has a family. I want him to be home safe with his family. I want to get home safe to my daughter, win or lose. I don't play those kind of games.
In the lead up to this fight, Dustin, you seem totally chill. You seem very calm and unbothered. And you said, the key to this is to just not care. I mean, how much were you hearing? How much were you allowing yourself to know about? And what really was the internal reaction?
It was the same as the press conference. I was moving on strategy, not emotion. Trying to be an assassin. And that's just it. I keep saying this over and over again. I don't love this. I don't care about this stuff that much anymore. I'm just too damn good at it to walk away.
You are too damn good at it. I want to talk about that first round. That's Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox that are cheering him on right now while we do this interview.
Oh, they were sitting right behind my corner, right? Yeah.
I want to just get your reaction on how that first round played out. You had big moments. He had big moments. I mean, overall, I know it's very difficult in this position right now, but what are your thoughts on that?
I'm happy. I'm happy with the first round. I felt like I was in control. Kind of baited him in, let him get a deep guillotine and use that to pass. Unfortunately, the fence was a little bit closer to me than I thought, so it kind of got for a second, I was like, oh, I might have played myself, but everything worked out. I didn't think he was going to submit me, I got a lot of trust in my jiu-jitsu. Of course, I've been submitted before, but I have a lot of trust in my jiu-jitsu, and I can kind of, when people start grabbing a hold of things, I can kind of feel their level of jiu-jitsu by where their hips and their grip and stuff like that, and it was good. I wanted him to squeeze.
What about that striking battle?
I felt like I was landing big shots too. He did throw some good kicks, but it was in a weird spot. He wasn't kicking my thigh. He wasn't kicking my calf. He was kicking the outside of my knee, and that made it really easy to check, and I think that's where he probably hurt his leg. He threw a good front kick that hit me to the body. That was a good shot. I don't know why I was down, but I remember he threw a hook or a jab cross. I didn't see the cross, and it kind of came down and clipped me, buzzed me a little bit. But other than that, I felt like I was good. I think I hurt him on the feet. I clipped him once as well.
I spoke to Charles Oliveira immediately after the fight, and he is ready to face you. He believes you're a worthy foe. In fact, he said that's who he thought he was going to face once this main event ended. In terms of that matchup, I know you need to spend time with your family, but what are your thoughts on how that might look against Charles, and is there a time we can see you return?
I don't know. I went from one fight, at the end of the first fight in January 24th, I was doing this because I knew it was next. I knew we were 1-1 and we had to close it out. I wish I could have sealed it better than a broken leg like that. I would have loved to have finished him proper, a proper number 2. But it is what it is. I don't even want to think about it because, like I'm saying, as soon as I jumped out of that fight, I wasn't in camp, but I knew that camp was about to start, and I knew this fight was going to come, and I've been working and focusing on a fight since that fight ended. So I just want to get back to my family, chill. I'm going to take them to a vacation, and we'll see.
Well, you deserve all of that. You've got teammates and celebrities and everybody waiting to chat with you, so I will let you go. Dustin, you have been so incredibly gracious with your time all week long, and I just want to tell you that we appreciate that so much. Go enjoy that beautiful family of yours.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.